G'day guys, my name is Trent, aka LaxLime, bringing you a Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. This is actually a battle from a tournament that I'm participating in, which is the Twanus-MetaLeague 4v4 tournament. It's very, very interesting. The 4v4 thing sort of makes a new strategy, and it's sort of a bit cool. Also, it's sort of a mixed tier tournament, so I suck at OU. I'm trying to get better. And this is sort of the best way I can sort of think about getting better, is just to battle some really good players and see how I go. But I do have a battle against Casper here. Casper did make a little bit of an oversight and brought all 6 of his Pokemon. I was sort of pretty confident that I could probably still win, so I just continued on. Extra Drill puts in a lot of work for his team, so I just went for the hell of it and just wanted to see how I went. Under pressure I work best, so I just thought, with the added pressure I might just pull out a win. So this, yeah, I'll get into it. As you can see, I'm running a Sandstorm team, so I really enjoy this strategy, and I really enjoy Stoutland Sand Rush. So that's why I put this team together, and it's something that people don't really predict all the time. So it's good. It's all good fun. But we will get into the battle. I actually decided to lead off with my Hippowdon, which I called Potato, because if I had a pet hippo, I'd call it Potato. But I went for the Thunder Fang here, thinking that he might go for the Belly Drum, and I just really wanted to scare him out, to show him that he can't muck around with me. I do get the Paralysis, and that's awesome. That's brilliant, because this thing is really weakened now. I know we probably got Aqua Jet, and I'm confident that I can probably take one. So I just decided to go for the Earthquake and just get as much damage off from this thing, because it's a threat in its own right. After I go for this, I'm going to make the switch out, and I'm going to go into Stoutland, which I have called Pickles because my dog is named Pickles, and I don't know, it's just sort of suited. I know Pickles is a silly name. I feel silly every time I have to walk onto the balcony and scream Pickles at it when it's barking. So yeah, it's all good. But I go for the superpower here because it's probably hits well against most of his team, whatever he sort of switched in. I know there's a few that resist it, but I thought, yeah, whatever. I'll just go for it. He does bring in, the one Pokemon that does resist it really well, and I am Choice Banded, so I got to get the hell out of there. And I decided to go into my Gardevoir, which I've called Salsa. I don't know why I've called it Salsa, but it's called Salsa. Now he goes into for the Trick Room, which is a really smart play on his part, because I'm completely walled out now that with the Sand Rush and the Extra Drill, because I can't do really anything. I'm gonna get hurt. Now he does bring into his Venusaur. I am so confident that I'll be able to take a Sludge Bomb, so I decided to stay in and go for the Psyshock, because I know that will one-shot this thing. So I'm super confident, and he decides to go for the Toxic, which was a little bit of an over-prediction on his part, which is cool by me, completely cool by me. And watch this Psyshock. Just watch this Psyshock come through. It just look bop, gone. He had no chance of surviving that. That's just absolutely awesome. I am sitting in a really pretty position, since I'm a bit of the underdog, if you might say. So I'm Toxic, so I'm going to dwindle down, but I don't want to switch out, because I really need to waste the Trick Room turns. I know Houndoom is a big problem for me, a really big problem, but I think I can take a few hits, and as you can see, the Sludge Bomb, it really doesn't do much at all, really nothing at all. So he will go for the Mega Reliefant on this turn, and the Sludge Bomb does a little bit more, but not really enough to concern me too much. The Sandstorm is done, and I think it's still, at the end of this turn, the Trick Room will run out. I don't know why I went for the Shadow Ball. I always forget what's good against Dark. I don't know, it's one of those pokes that are types. I always just forget what's good against it. I don't know why. It's a bit silly, but it's, you forget something every once in a while. So I'm gonna switch out, because I want to keep Salsa as death fodder later, because I think I'll probably need something to fodder off later. So I go into Hippowdon or Potato, just to set up the Sand Stream again. Now, I was really wanting this thing to die, so I can get a free switch into Extra Drill and just start wrecking his team. But of course, when you want to sack them off, they live. It's just the way it works every single time. I just went for the Earthquake, because I'm happy to sack this thing off at this point. I'm confident in the position I am. So the earthquake comes in, and yeah, Overlog is a monster, man. It's a complete monster. There's nothing I can do to take it. Like, it's just, yeah, it's bad. It's just so bulky. It's bulky as hell. I decided Extra Drill's probably going to be my man, because I'm just going to go for the Iron Heads and just start hitting this as hard as I can. But he actually sets up the hail, so I'm so glad that Hippowdon didn't get sacked off. Like, so glad, because it would have just been a nightmare, really, because that hail's up now, and like, I've got, like, that just ruins things. So, and he's also got Ice Body, so he's going to get so much health back at the end of the turn with the leftovers. I do go for the Iron Head, which I get a flinch. I was like, yes, this is perfect, this is great. So yeah, the Ice Body comes in, then the leftovers come in, and I'm like, oh man, this will turn into a 3-hit KO now with all that recovery. So the Iron Head comes through again, and you know what? I felt really bad, but I do get the flinch again, and like, I always feel bad when I get heaps of hacks like that, because I find it's not unfair, and I know it's the way the game works, but I still feel bad. Like, you know, I don't want it to be the reason why I win, if that makes sense. So he does bring in the Howdoom, and like, Howdoom's gonna be able to take at least like this Iron Head, but on the next turn I'll move first, because I am Choice Scarfed, and the next Iron Head is definitely gonna take him out. So I'm sitting really pretty here. Like, Extra Drill is the man. Like, he is cleaning up, basically. Like, which is brilliant. Like, I've actually never used an Extra Drill before. What have I actually called him? Ryobi, I think. What is Extra Drill's name? But I've never used him before, and it's just Extra Drill. Okay, fair enough. But I've never used him before, so it was really cool just to use him. I do send out Potato just to get the Sandstream up again, so you know, I can start putting some work. And I really wanted Stoutland to come in and, you know, start just hurting teams, like hurting his team. Now I do go back into Pickles, and all I could say to myself here is I wanted to go for the crunch. But if I knew I went for the crunch and not the superpower, like, Tyrantrum could have really hurt me. So I ended up going for the superpower. Totally sucks, because it sort of ruins my chance for Pickles to actually like come through and really make a dent in his team. So I go back out to Solsar, and it's just basically just to sack him off so I can get a free switch into Extra Drill without taking much damage. He does make the prediction that I was going to go into Extra Drill, so he went for the Focus Sash, and you know what? Focus Blast. And Glover's Store still survived that. Like, if I wasn't burnt, I would have still lived in the end of that turn. Burnt, poisoned, you know what I mean. So Extra Drill does come out, and I just go, you know what, I'm going to go say for Iron Head and just Iron Head everything. So Tyrantrum comes out, Iron Head, goodbye. It was a critical hit. I don't know if it mattered. It may not have. I'm not really sure, but it does take him out. Now, the Iron Head is going to just absolutely annihilate, get close to killing this thing. But I do get the flinch again, so I felt sorry about that again. And then the Iron Head here, he will definitely take him out. So he's got now this guy left. He's definitely in range for an Iron Head to take him out. This is, as I said, Sand Force. Is it Sand Force? The one that boosts anyway under sand. So yeah, that was basically the battle, and it was actually a really cool battle, and I think I worked well around his team, and I just, you know, I really like using sand and Stoutland, so it was cool. But anyway, thanks you for watching the battle. I also wanted to ask you guys a question, so I also know if you guys hung around to the end. But I wanted to know if you guys wanted to start seeing some live Wi-Fi battles. Like, I do have an opportunity to record them at night time when I do get battles. But it'd be cool. Like, I think it'll be a little bit different, and, you know, just sort of let me know what you prefer. But if you do want a chance to battle me, please follow me on Twitter. My link will be in the doobly-doo. And just, yeah, ask me. It's not really much of a drama. I'm happy for you to facilitate, basically. And that's all. So thank you guys for watching, and I really hope to see you guys next time.